On Global TV News Express, federal government to close Independence Bridge in Lagos for repairs on April 1st. In business, World Bank to approve Nigeria's $632 million loan request. On the foreign scene, Trump confident of finalizing deal with TikTok. And in sports, Ancelotti says Mbappe can be Real Madrid legend like Ronaldo. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. You can also download the Global TV Nigeria mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. President Bola Tinubu says his administration has removed the Federal Capital Territory from the Treasury single account to expedite development and enhance resident participation in governance. The president, who received FCT residents at the presidential villa for Salah homage, led by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, explained that the bureaucracy associated with TSA was hampering infrastructure growth in the capital city and had to be reviewed for impact and progress. Ramsey Enoch Agbo has details.
President Tinubu highlighted that freeing the Federal Capital Territory from Treasury single account restriction has swiftly catalyzed infrastructure improvement, enhanced healthcare services, as well as increased security measures. The president therefore urged more tolerance, broad-mindedness, and patriotism.
All I need to appeal for is the tolerance that got us this far. We had the lessons of Ramadan. We must continue to abide with that. We must continue to share. You must continue to remember those less privileged people, the orphanage, the widows and widowers, the have-nots, believing that we can share both in joy and in time of needs. And we can believe that Nigeria is greater than any one of us, including myself as the president.
The FCT Minister Nyesom Wike pledged his loyalty to the president and pledged to develop the capital city, assuring that the FCT will soon complete many projects.
As we approach the second anniversary of the administration, we're excited about the array of impactful projects that we have lined up for commissioning. These projects designed to improve infrastructure, economic opportunities, and overall quality of life stand as evidence to the administration's commitment to national development.
The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris, among others, attended the ceremony. Ramsey Enoch reporting for Global TV News.
The Chief of Staff, Edison Ehie, to suspend Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, has alleged that he was offered 5 billion naira to coordinate the impeachment of his principal. Ehie claimed he has evidence of the bribe offer stored on his phone. He says the offer was made while he was serving as the majority leader of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The Chief of Staff also denied claims that he orchestrated the October 30th, 2023 bombing of the Rivers Assembly complex on Fubara's orders. The allegation was made by former head of service in the state, George Unwaike, during a press conference in Rivers State. Former Kaduna Central Senator Shehu Sani has announced his intention to contest for re-election in the 2027 general elections. Sani made the declaration while delivering his Eid al-Fitr message at his residence in Kaduna. He further emphasized that his ambition remains secondary to ensuring the re-election of Governor Uba Sani for a second term. Sani also used the occasion to urge Muslims to pray for Nigeria's peace and unity during the Eid al-Fitr celebrations. He further condemned the recent killing of hunters in Edo State, calling on security agencies to apprehend the perpetrators. The Muslim faithfuls in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, have reunited in their congregation to recite and offer Eid prayers shoulder to shoulder. This is to commemorate the holy month of Ramadan. Felicity Ndere has details of the story.
It is an Islamic holiday marking the end of Ramadan, the month when Muslims fast daily from dawn to sunset. During the prayers, the Imam urged the congregation to increase their worship to God as well as charity deeds, saying that they need to emulate the Holy Prophet Muhammad.
O you Muslims, I advise you and my humble self to fear Allah the Exalted, because that is the commandment given to both the past and present generations. Indeed, we have enjoyed upon those who were given the scripture before you, and you as well, to fear Almighty Allah. That is to follow the injunctions of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Speaking with Global TV News, some worshippers thank Allah for the strength, privilege and opportunity to be able to fulfill the demands the holy month of Ramadan brings.
So during this Ramadan fasting, it makes all the Muslims come nearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we also pray to our country to live in a peace and harmony.
The whole essence of this holy month of Ramadan, they have a lot of secrets. You pray, God will answer. Anything you know in your mind, you can do it. God will answer it. That is the secret and the take about this holy Ramadan.
Eid prayers usually follows the final day of fasting in Ramadan, and it is celebrated for 3 consecutive days. Typically, it sees gatherings to break the fast. In Makurdi, Felicity Ndere, Global TV News.
The 6th Division, Nigerian Army, says its operatives has arrested 39 suspected oil thieves and destroyed 18 illegal refineries in the Niger Delta region. The Army says 60,000 liters of stolen products were seized during the crackdown against oil theft and related crimes in the region. The special operation, which lasted for 6 days across 3 states of the region, was in collaboration with other security agencies. The Acting Deputy Director, 6th Division Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Danjuma, disclosed this in a statement issued in Port Harcourt. The federal government has announced the closure of the Independence Bridge starting from April 1st for essential maintenance and rehabilitation works. The Federal Controller of Works, Lagos State, Olukorede Keshe, made this known in a statement in Lagos. She explained that the bridge will remain closed until the end of May 2025. According to her, the closure will affect traffic traveling from Amadu Bello Way and Adeola Odeku towards Marina, Echo Bridge, and Onikon by Zone 2. Keshe advised motorists to plan their journeys accordingly and use alternative routes to avoid traffic congestion during the repair period. People's Democratic Party, PDP, has stated that the sole administrator of Rivers State, Vice Admiral Ibom Ibas, retired, is only dismantling all the governance structures put in place by the suspected governor of the state, Siminalayi Fubara. PDP also described the immediate past head of service of the state, Dr. George Nweke, as a serial betrayer, alleging that Nweke has become a tool for Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, to spread false information against Fubara and his team. The chairman of PDP in the state, Name Ewo, spoke while reacting to allegations made by former Rivers head of state, Dr. George Nweke, against Fubara, PDP, and Nigeria Labour Congress. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has impounded a truck loaded with 70,000 liters of stolen crude oil in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. This is contained in a statement signed by the NSCDC National Public Relations Officer Afolabi Babawale in Abuja. Babawale explained that the Commandant General's Special Intelligence Squad had acted on orders to prevent incidents of pipeline vandalism, crude oil theft, and illegal dealings in petroleum products in the Niger Delta. Tragedy struck along the Malumfashi-Kafu Road in Katsina State as a lone Hummer bus accident resulted in the death of 9 passengers. According to the Katsina State Sector Commander of the FRSC, Aliu Ma'aji, 9 passengers died on the spot while 11 others sustained varying degrees of injuries and were rushed to the hospital for treatment. Preliminary investigation has identified speeding and loss of control as the primary factors in the crash. A political pressure group, Action Collective, has called on the President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, to directly address concerns raised by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, representing Kogi Central, regarding her ability to speak on the Senate floor. The group stated that the issue must not be ignored as both Nigerians and the international community are closely monitoring the situation. In a statement released and signed by its national coordinator, Teddy Onyejuwe, Action Collective criticized what it described as attempts to sidestep the core issue by focusing on political maneuvering. The constituents of Edo South Senatorial District and the human rights community say they have lost confidence in the senator representing the area, Senator Neda Emaswen, over alleged failure, corruption, abuse of office, and betrayal of public trust. The constituents say it has formally initiated the recall of the Labour Party senator and also demanded his prosecution over the circumstances surrounding his alleged disbarment by the New York State Supreme Court in 2010. The group added that given the international nature of these allegations, Interpol's cooperation is necessary to ensure a thorough, independent, and global investigation. The People's Democratic Party Governors Forum has enjoined Nigerians, especially the Muslim Ummah, to reflect on the lessons of tolerance, love, and sacrifice learned during the holy month of Ramadan and apply the same in their daily lives for the greater benefit of the nation. The admonition was contained in a statement by the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, Senator Bala Mohammed, who is also the governor of Bauchi State, on behalf of all members. Signed on his behalf by the Director General of the Forum, Dr. Emmanuel Agbo, in Abuja. You're watching the live broadcast of the News Express. When News Express returns, World Bank to approve Nigeria's $632 million loan request today. Details coming shortly after the break. Please stay with us.
Do you know that global television can be watched in Nigeria and all over the world?
Download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to watch global television real-time from around the world. What are you waiting for?
Start downloading and stay connected to global television. Many thanks for staying with us. If you've just joined us, this is Global Television, bringing you live broadcast of the News Express. In business, the federal government of Nigeria has launched a credit scheme worth 2.5 billion naira to encourage the conversion of vehicles to the use of compressed natural gas, CNG, and the manufacturing of kits. According to a statement by the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, PCNGI, the credit scheme is tagged Credit Access for Light and Mobility. The statement reveals that the initiative is aimed at easing energy and transportation costs in Nigeria. Green Africa has announced the temporary suspension of its flight operations due to an unexpected issue with its aircraft lessor. Despite efforts to manage the situation and prevent disruptions, the airline confirmed that flights will remain grounded until after the Eid al-Fitr holidays. In a statement addressing customers, the airline expressed regret over the inconvenience and assured passengers that it is actively working to resolve the issue as soon as possible. While Green Africa did not disclose specific details about the issue with its lessor, it reaffirmed its commitments to transparency and customer service. There is anxiety in the downstream arm of the oil and gas sector as operators await the decision of the federal government on the Naira for crude deal between the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and the Dangote Petroleum Refinery. The 6-month deal, which started in October 2024, officially ends today. The deal's extension or complete halt is still being discussed by the parties involved. However, it was gathered that the committee responsible for the negotiations is yet to resolve the matter. As this lingers, the effect is now felt in the pump prices of refined petroleum products. The World Bank is set to approve fresh loans totaling $632 million to Nigeria amid mounting concerns over the country's rising debt profile. The loans are to support critical areas including nutrition improvement and quality basic education. Information obtained from the World Bank's website shows that the 2 loans expected to be approved today include $80 million for the Accelerating Nutrition Results in Nigeria 2.0 project and $552 million for the Hope for Quality Basic Education for All program. Both projects are currently in negotiation stage and are expected to receive final approval later today. These new loans form part of a broader strategy by the World Bank to support Nigeria's development agenda, focusing on healthcare, education, and community resilience. On the foreign scene, President Donald Trump says he is confident of reaching a deal on TikTok ahead of the April 5th deadline for its Chinese owner ByteDance to sell the popular short video app or see it banned in the United States. China on Thursday had rebuffed a suggestion from Trump that he might offer to reduce tariffs to get Beijing's approval for the sale of TikTok to a non-Chinese firm. Trump says this month the United States was in talks with 4 groups interested in acquiring the platform, which has 170 million American users. A U.S. law has ordered TikTok to divest from ByteDance or be banned in the United States, enacted over concerns that Beijing could exploit the app to spy on Americans or covertly influence U.S. public opinion. Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have imposed a 0.5% levy on imported goods to fund their new 3-state union after exiting the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The military-led government announced that the levy, agreed upon on Friday, will take immediate effect. This move will effectively end free trade within West Africa under ECOWAS and underscores the growing rift between the Sahel states and regional powers like Nigeria and Ghana. In sports, Bukayo Saka is ready to go for Arsenal after 3 months out with a hamstring injury. The England forward, who has scored 9 goals in all competitions for the club this season, has not featured since Arsenal's 5-0 win at Crystal Palace on December 21st. He says all the careful things are already done, so now it's about putting him on the grass in the right moment. But he's pushing because he really wants to. Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti says superstar striker Kylian Mbappe is capable of becoming a legend at the club like all-time top goal scorer Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe idolized Ronaldo while growing up and after joining Madrid from Paris Saint-Germain last summer, has equaled the Portuguese striker's tally of 33 goals in his first season at the Santiago Bernabeu. Ancelotti says he wished for Mbappe that he's capable of achieving what Ronaldo did at Real Madrid. As we end the News Express, let's take a look at our top stories. Federal government to close Independence Bridge in Lagos for repairs on April 1st. In business, World Bank is to approve Nigeria's $632 million loan request today. On the foreign scene, Trump confident of finalizing deal with TikTok. And in sports, Ancelotti says Mbappe can be Real Madrid legend like Ronaldo. And that's it on News Express here on Global Television. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. You can watch the Global Television on DSTV channel 365, on Star Times channel 276, and free to air on NigeComSat. You can also download the Global TV Nigeria mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I am Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching and see you again.